Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang, and welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Previously, I watched all the films in the Angel quadrilogy, and here they are as a compilation. If you're not familiar with Angel, the first film from 1984 was about a young lady who made the grade by day and walked the streets by night. The sequel from 1985 had Angel now going into law school, played by a different actress who returned to the streets after a friend of hers was killed. In the third film from 1988, Angel was now a photographer who went back to the streets after a friend of hers was killed, and she was also played by a different actress. In the third film from 1994, she was still a photographer and went back to the streets after a friend of hers was killed, and she was played by a different actress. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it.
Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang. Welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Today we're looking at 1984's Angel, directed by Robert Vincent O'Neill. So what I know about Angel is that it's apparently a film about a young teenage girl who attends school by day and walks the streets by night. I know that it co-stars that one guy who's always standing and walking, you know, Rory Calhoun, but I really don't know very much about it. It was recommended to me by a friend. I know that there were several sequels, so we're probably going to get to those at a point. But I guess with all that said, let's dive on in and hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
This seems awfully tranquil for a movie that I assumed was super sleazy. Why, it's downright wholesome.
What's your name?
Angel?
Well, Angel, I thought you and me could have us a little party, huh?
I don't like where this is going.
Maybe Tahiti. Tahiti? Why Tahiti?
Because the men use their dicks for oars.
Ooh.
So, someone is murdering the sex workers working on the Hollywood Walk of Fame area. I just assume someone close to her is going to get killed by the serial killer. And it's up to her and Rory Calhoun to save the day. It is a strange movie because it seems kind of sincere with a lot of emphasis put on Angel's, day-to-day life, her backstory with her mother, her relationship with the other gals on the streets. But it's a really sleazy premise. Like sex workers murdered by a serial killer and vigilantes and justice and cops. I'm hoping it doesn't go like full on 80s B-movie canon kind of, schlock.
Been around as long as I have. The old memory begins to dim like a camera.
Oh, hey, Return of the Jedi. Neat.
Oh, hey, I gotta go study. It's getting late, May. Good night. Mwah.
Good night, honey.
Good night, Sally. Good night, darling.
Sweet dreams.
Thanks.
Have you noticed our little Molly is growing up?
The characters in this movie are really colorful, which does make it interesting because I assumed this was going to be a pretty by-the-numbers kind of movie. But having a very interesting world around Angel, it sets it apart. What's with the really intense music while he cracks open an egg? Well, I guess it is pretty unusual to see a man drinking an egg. God, are they going to show this guy drink the whole egg? So, now I've seen a man drink an egg.
You're always bragging about all your scoring. Here's one you haven't even touched.
Hi, May. What's wrong?
Oh, baby. It's Crystal.
What's wrong with Crystal?
The acting is surprisingly good for this. I'm kind of surprised by this movie. There's like, there's some depth there. They're trying. The performances are pretty good. Characters are pretty interesting and fun. I'm just hoping it doesn't go off the rails completely, like, at a point. So,
Please put that cat pistol away, Mr. Cornwall.
Carson! The name is Carson! Kit Carson!
Hey, what's going on here?
yeah, that's a good question. What is going on?
He wants to put sweet little old Kit here in one of those creepy retirement homes.
That'd mean I'd never be able to walk the boulevard again, Angel.
You know, she looks a little too old for the part, but she's doing a good job selling that kind of, I don't want to say childlike innocence. How old is Angel supposed to be, though? Like, it seems like she's, like, supposed to be, like, really young.
You've got no feelings inside. It's because you're nothing but a damn cop. Come on, May, kid. Let's get out of here.
Remind me never to get murdered.
I mean, why do you think they call me Razzle Dazzle?
Oh, my hand! You.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Oh, my stars.
Best game in the world. Okay, we've got.
This is kind of a random scene to have thrown in there. I mean, I kind of question how necessary it was to have a whole bunch of naked teenagers putting on cheerleading outfits.
Pretty. Nice.
You know, in spite of some of the excesses of this film, it's much less exploitive than I thought it was going to be, you know, considering the premise.
You weren't there. You didn't see the way that guy looked at me. I'm not letting that freak get to me like he did Crystal and Lana. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry.
Hungry? How could you eat it at a time like this?
Watch.
I'm a little impressed with the fact that she has a friend, you know, who, like, is in drag all the time, but there's no jokes about it. For a movie that came out in, like, 1984, I'm impressed by their restraint.
Now, let me see that pea shooter of yours. Good God Almighty.
You know, this is pretty good and a lot of fun, just, you know, taking, like, people that would be looked down upon or seen as, like, oddballs and making them the protagonists, you know, like a sex worker, a person in drag, and like a Hollywood Boulevard street performer. You know, these are our heroic leads. I mean, even with the sleaziness, it portrays the characters with dignity, so that's pretty interesting. And again, especially for, you know, the early 80s.
Hi, honey.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I was looking for Mrs. Stewart. I'll just check on down.
Oh, no. I am Mrs. Stewart. Please, come in. This is the right apartment. Little conversation, please. Thank you. Yes, the girls and I, of course, on needle point. Now, what shall we talk about?
Look, I don't know whose mother you are.
This is kind of goofy, but it's nice that the characters have Angel's back, you know?
Hold it! Oh!
Oh no. Oh no.
Kid, you okay?
Help Angel.
Oh no. I'm actually invested in this. I hope Kit Carson is okay. And I hope I got his name right. So, he got shot. He's just holding the wound? I don't know. Maybe it grazed him. Okay, so that was Angel. It was more complex than I was expecting for a movie that I mean, you'd look at the poster and you'd think that this was just kind of sleazy exploitation. What probably started with the simple premise of like squirrel girl by day, you know, sex worker by night. They explored that and the reasons why, and did it with more sensitivity than you would expect from a movie from the early 80s. So yeah, I'm probably going to check out the second Angel, Avenging Angel. And then the third one, whatever that's called. So yeah, definitely not dying inside. Actually, kind of enjoyed it.
Remind me never to get murdered.
Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang. Welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Today we're going to be looking at 1985's Avenging Angel, directed by Robert Vincent O'Neill. So this is the sequel to Angel, which I watched a little while ago, which was the story about I want to say 15-year-old girl who was an honor student by day and a sex worker by night. It was kind of sleazy, like I was expecting, but it was surprisingly respectful of the material and the characters. Do I think Avenging Angel is going to follow suit? I am a little concerned because this was released almost exactly a year after Angel in 1985. I'm hoping that a quick production cycle doesn't mean they kind of slacked off a little bit on the character and story. The actress that played Angel in the original has been replaced by Betsy Russell, Saw, and Private School fame. Honestly, I'm going in pretty cold. I was surprised by Angel, so I'm hoping I'm not let down by Avenging Angel, but I guess we're gonna dive on in and hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
Oh, Rory Calhoun is back. That's kind of fun. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that a few characters came back. I guess I didn't know what to expect with recasting the lead. Wait, is that the cop from... There was a... I didn't see this movie that long ago, and I completely forgot about the cop character.
And now, because of you, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Oh, listen, Molly. I gotta tell you, I'm very proud of you. 4 years of college and 3 is not bad. Now listen, this thing with Terry now, is this serious?
I like him.
Yeah? Come on. What?
I like him a lot.
Wait, is Angel in college now? I hope they explain what the timeline is, because she was 15 in the first one. Oh, my stars. Okay. I don't want to be that guy. I guess it's important to see this, what I assume is a undercover cop putting on a wire. But was it absolutely necessary to see her showering? But again, I don't want to be that guy.
To establish the fact that Mr. Larson was acquainted with a victim. Mr. Larson admits that he knew Miss Mackey.
Wait, is Angel in law school? So, they mentioned she got through 4 years of college in 3 years, and she wants to be a lawyer. So, this was a year after. She was 15. So, I don't get this timeline. I don't know what I was expecting from the sequel, but I don't know if I was thinking it was going to be quite so connected to the first, you know, with so many returning characters. So they snuck into a sanitarium to get Kit Carson, and they're wearing disguises, pretending to be a nurse and his widow, because in their scenario, Kit Carson has died. This is a little zanier than I was expecting.
Is that you, Angel?
Why did they have to sneak in to get him out? Couldn't they have just, I don't know, just gone there during the day and visiting hours? But then, I guess if they didn't have to go through all the theatrics, it wouldn't have killed about 10 minutes of the runtime. So...
Excuse me, sweetheart. Has the number 5 bus come by here yet?
Oh, not yet, Sam. Another 10 minutes.
Oh, thanks, kid.
With him in the high Sierras.
There's a little less sensitivity toward mental health in this film than there was necessarily in the first one. Plus, I'm not going to lie, this is a little jarring after all of the nudity and murder.
What are you, working the streets again?
Yeah, I am. I can find out a lot more on the street as Angel than I can as Molly. Right, kid?
Makes sense to me.
What happened to her boyfriend? At the beginning of the movie, she had a boyfriend. It seemed like that was going to be a bigger part of the film. I guess he'll come back at a point. Probably. Yeah.
Find Yo-Yo. Tell him there's going to be a meeting at Solly's tonight, okay?
Yeah. That glitter is so annoying.
Everybody there. Oh, good. I love parties.
Oh. That guy just throws glitter all over the place. That's so obnoxious. Like, someone just needs to tell Johnny Glitter, hey, no more glitter. That's awful. Oh, now that's careless.
You behind the couch, up, you ragtag band of pissant vigilantes. Who do you think you're with?
Whoa. Probably didn't need to go for the head, but...
It's a man named Arthur Gerard. He's got little Buck. He wants to trade him for his son. Him.
Bet they're regretting going for the head now. No, but, it's sad. A man died. That's sad. If it were me, I probably would have just put a blindfold on him instead of a bandage. It also would have been less creepy.
You all right, Miles?
That's dark. Oh, fart. What just happened? So the baby fell, I think? And did Solly shoot the bad guy? Like, it seemed like she did, maybe? The baby fell like 4 stories? And then was caught, I think? That's confusing. But I guess it all worked out in the end. Okay, so that was Avenging Angel, or Angel 2 Avenging Angel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still very confused by the ending. It wasn't as good as Angel, which gave the characters a little more depth. This just kind of rode on the strength of the characters and the performance. But it was still better than I thought it was going to be. I assumed it was going to be kind of a retread of the original. I like the fact that enough time had passed that it wasn't jarring that Angel was recast. So I'm going to be checking out Angel 3. I'm hoping characters come back. That'd be fun. I could do without Johnny Glitter. But yeah, it was fine. I wasn't dying inside. I was engaged enough with what was going on, even though it was pretty formulaic. But yeah, that was Avenging Angel.
Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang, and welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Today we're going to be looking at Angel 3, The Final Chapter, directed by Tom DeSimone. Despite the fact this is Angel 3, The Final Chapter, there was a fourth Angel film, so it's the final chapter in the same way that Friday the 13th Part 4 was the final chapter. In the first film, Angel was a 15-year-old honor student by day and a sex worker by night. In the sequel, she was a 20-something law school student, and I don't know what she's going to be up to in this film. She could be a lawyer, or it could have nothing to do with either of the other films. Angel is played by a different actress this time, so, you know, that's consistent. But yeah, I'm going in pretty cold, don't know what to expect. I'm going to hope for the best and dive on in.
Watching movies and dying inside.
Okay. Oh, my stars. Okay. That was, I guess it's just one of those topless casinos. I feel like there's been already more nudity in this film than the first two Angels combined.
And when we get there, you stay in the car till we get inside. You don't let anyone see you get out. You get there, you take your pictures, and you get the hell out. You got it?
You're a prince, Melon. Smile.
So I'm assuming that's Angel, who either finished or dropped out of law school and is now a photographer. So, I might have said this in my reaction to Angel 2, Angel Undercover, but the character's name is Molly. But I'm probably still going to keep calling her Angel because I keep forgetting that's her real name.
You should have asked me that question 14 years ago.
Come into my office.
Oh, that's her mother, who abandoned her when she was younger than 15. And her mother remarried. Okay, so it's 14 years from when she was abandoned. And if Angel was 13 or 14, that would have been 1982. So this is 1996, I think. Yeah.
I know this is going to sound just terrible, but this is not a good time for you to be here. Look, it's been 14 years. You know, I didn't stop by just to say hello.
Cars here.
I'm not gonna lie, this isn't a bad idea for the third film to kind of pick up on that loose thread of her mother who abandoned her. I mean, of all the things you could have done for the third film, well, that's pretty interesting, you know? her mom just exploded. Her mom can't be dead. That... I mean, I thought it was an interesting choice for the third film to fill in a lot of the blanks with her mother, but what was even the point if they were going to kill her 20 minutes into the movie?
Angel!
Spanky! I thought everyone I knew from LA had disappeared.
Okay, so I guess this is one of the street performers she used to know. Would have been neat if it was someone from the other films, but it's still kind of a fun callback.
We'll find some old drag, we'll go underground, and we'll bring back the old Angel.
Okay, so I guess this time Angel is hitting the streets again to figure out where her sister is, which I guess is a story that they probably could have told without, blowing up her mother.
That is so cute. I just can't stand it. Well, forget it. The revolving door is off its hinges.
Okay, but it's only temporary.
Great!
This guy is a lot.
It doesn't make sense that my mother would know this woman.
Coincidence?
How many women do you know called Nadine?
The name Nadine doesn't seem that uncommon. I guess I personally don't think I know any Nadines. Doesn't mean there aren't Nadines out there. Oh, wait. Okay, they're making a movie with topless cave women wrestling each other. That is a very conspicuous vehicle.
Well, depends what you're going for, Spank.
Wait.
And Margaret on an off day.
Oh, yeah.
Is his name Spanky? I thought his name was Spiffy. I guess the name Spanky is fine, but, I kind of like Spiffy.
See that?
Oh, okay. I guess that's her sister. So her sister's supposed to be like 13, maybe 14, but probably 13. I guess you're probably just supposed to go with it. Then, I guess it would probably be a little too depressing to see an actual 13-year-old at this kind of party. So, it's probably for the best.
We might have lost Pam, but we're not going to lose Michelle.
You heard what Doniger said.
Yeah, I said that to you. Nadine doesn't even know that I'm onto her. I can reach Michelle from the inside and keep an eye.
I'm not gonna lie, this movie was losing me a little bit, but now that stuff is actually happening, it's getting my interest. You're gonna tell me they don't notice the ice cream truck right beside them with the two guys just sitting there, obviously communicating with someone in their vehicle?
Move it! Move it! You can't be serious. Get in. I said get in!
Yeah, Maud Adams' indignity of having to get into the back of the ice cream truck. That was kind of funny.
Somebody call an ambulance!
Oh no. Wait, is Spanky gonna die? Okay, I guess Spanky's fine. Yeah, Spanky will be just fine.
Oh my God, the Snow Queen. Nadine, chocolate is not your best color.
Huh. Wah, wah. Guess that's kind of funny if you forget about all the women that she, sold into slavery and all the drugs and the murder. So, that was Angel 3, the final chapter. Dove into the lore a little bit more than I was expecting. Kind of picking up on that thread of her mother who abandoned her. Could have been an interesting story on its own, but then became a gateway to this whole drug and escort and human trafficking story that was maybe a little too big to really get a satisfying handle on. It dragged a lot in the middle. It started out kind of strong and picked up again in the end. But in the middle, there were a lot of weird detours and the movie lost a bit of momentum. So even though this was Angel, the final chapter, there was an Angel 4. I don't think it started as an Angel movie. And it might have even originally been intended as a cable series, but it was released as Angel 4. It's harder to find than the others. It's not available on, any streaming platform. I don't even think it got released on DVD. If I am able to find a copy of it, I'd like to be able to close out the Angel series. But yeah, that was Angel 3, the final chapter. Followed soon after by Angel 4.
Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang, and welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Today we're looking at 1994's Angel 4 Undercover, directed by Richard Schenkman. So if you've been following my reactions to the Angel series, you're probably a little confused that there's an Angel 4, since Angel 3 was the final chapter. But, when has that ever stopped a film series? Angel is played by a different actress this time. And the sky is blue. I don't know what she's going to be doing for a job, because she was in law school and then she became a photographer. So, we'll see where she's at this time. But I guess without further ado, let's dive on in and hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
Come on, Hank. I got kids.
Just stop moving. Stop moving.
Hank, no.
Take it easy.
Please?
Take it easy, Rich.
No.
Take it easy.
Oh, wow. That was close. Thank goodness some other guy jumped off the roof, since that clearly wasn't, that guy was backing up.
Oh, wait, let me guess. Somebody died and you gotta go take their picture. Honey.
Is that, Angel? Because, okay, if that's Angel, I guess she's a photographer. So, it's kind of interesting she actually has the same job in more than one movie. By the way, I know her name is an Angel, it's Molly, but I usually just go with Angel because that's the first name I think of.
Nancy, it's me, Hank. Let me talk to Keegan.
Hello, Hank.
Oh, okay. Okay, if Roddy McDowall's playing the villain, if nothing else, he's going to be entertaining.
Black turtleneck clove cigarette just snapping you on to poetry glory. Let the machine get it for once, will you please?
I'm just going to turn it down.
Yeah, this isn't terrible so far, but you can really see the limitations of a TV budget as opposed to film. They're trying to keep it visually interesting, but it kind of looks like just a TV show from the 90s.
Me and Marilyn used to have this ritual. Wish she were here.
She's watching over you, Piston. She knows that every...
This guy playing Piston, the character is obnoxious, but it's intentional, so the guy's doing a really good job kind of selling that intense, uneasy arrogance.
For Piston.
Yeah, right.
Do you like it?
It's very nice.
So, that's one of Angel's friends from the streets. And if I had to guess, he's going to murder her. And that's what causes Angel to go back to the streets to solve the murder. If I had to guess.
yellow, green, 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 yellow, yellow, yellow. Please don't eat me. No, don't.
Huh. Okay. When's Angel gonna come back? I feel like Piston has been in this movie more than Angel.
Angel.
Angel, of course. Couldn't see a halo in this light. And, but look, I know all about me. Don't know anything about you.
Okay, I can see why this guy picks up women. He's charming.
What was she like?
She was a tiger. She was soft to touch, but dangerous, wild.
Yeah, he's strange, but I get it.
God, that's really beautiful. And you write your songs in here?
No, I write them in here.
Okay, I really thought this guy was going to be like an intense weirdo for the whole movie, but it's like, okay, I see why he is able to, pick up so many women. Yeah, this is a surprisingly complex character for Angel 4 Undercover.
Molly? Is that you? You alright?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I thought maybe we can grab a little sushi for dinner about a half hour, and then I have this great video. Go back to my house. It's way better.
She has much better chemistry with the intense, strange rock star than she actually does with her Paul Reiser-looking boyfriend. Feels like they forgot to include the sound effects in that fight or something.
Careful of the thorns.
Piston has issues, but at least at this point, I kinda hope she ends up with him. I don't think I'm supposed to be thinking that, but...
I like the video.
You liked all this stuff with the blindfolds?
Yeah. Well, isn't the song about the dangers of blind faith in cult leaders?
Yeah.
Well, it works.
She's a good influence on him. I don't think this is where this film is going, but I'm kind of hoping they end up together, man.
You want to clear this thing up? Go back to that band and look at everybody, including your guitar-picking boyfriend Piston, like they were suspects in Paula Gordon's murder.
That guy is surprisingly level-headed.
I don't care if you're Marilyn's twin sister. Piston's with me.
Just get out.
Can't you see what she's doing to you? She's manipulating you.
I just want you out.
This character, Piston's girlfriend, who he doesn't really even seem to like, she's a little one note.
No. Piston, no.
Whoa.
We never spend any time together, and when we do, her beeper's going off every 5 minutes, so it's like, why even... Hey, I'll tell...
I just kind of remembered. There was that guy who fell off the roof of the radio station at the beginning of the movie, and no one's really mentioned it since. And didn't anyone wonder about that guy who was like wandering around the station right before that guy got pushed off the roof? Or, fell off the roof or whatever?
Well, you don't even exist.
This wasn't supposed to happen. This is all your fault. Ugh!
Oh, jeez. Oh, cripes. That's a little silly. Okay, so that was Angel 4 Undercover. It was definitely better than I was expecting. Mostly I was surprised by the acting, particularly Piston, the lead singer. I When the guy showed up, I thought, okay, this guy looks really intense. He's obviously the villain. And he wasn't a good guy. Like, he had issues that he wasn't dealing with well. So he was like self-medicating. You know, he had like intense bursts of rage, but he was like, it was his way of dealing with this trauma he'd suffered. And he was actually, he could be a really nice guy. It was surprisingly complex, I'm not gonna lie. As for Angel herself in this film, you know, she was fine. So that concludes the Angel series. It was interesting. The first two films were more closely connected, the third and fourth, I mean, as a whole, in spite of all of the jumping around and recasting, it was consistent enough, you know? I mean, I don't know if I'd go out of my way to recommend these films, but I mean, if you're interested, why not? But yeah, that closes the book on the Angel series with Angel 4 Undercover.
Please don't beat me. No, don't.